Hey there, welcome to 2019. This is Jim Stewart from SAPcookbook.com. I wanted to bring in the new year with a new video and a couple words of encouragement. I'm seeing massive demand across all skill areas in SAP, so there's really never been a better time. I never thought I'd hear myself saying that in 2019. There's never been a better time to break into SAP, but there's plenty of demand and plenty of room. So I'd encourage you to brush off your resumes and get started. For this video, I wanted to tell a story about somebody I met this summer. My dad and I were driving my motorhome from Alaska back down to California, where I live, down in beautiful Riverside, California. And we found ourselves in rural Canada at a place called 80 Mile House. I think 80 Mile Home, 80 Mile House. And a quick shout out to all my delightful, friendly, wonderful Canadians with their delicious healthcare. We're so jealous down here in America. And I'm working for a Canadian client right now. They have their acts together. They're wonderful people. I've always had good experiences working in Canada. But anyhow, I met this farmer in rural Canada, and we had the opportunity to spend some time together. And he told me, I was asking how he got into his job and what he did. And when he was younger, the story is he was looking for work on farms, and everybody needs somebody to drive a tractor, to till and to harvest. Lots of things revolve around driving a tractor. And he said, this is the story about how he got his first job as a tractor driver. He said that he went to the farm, he saw a sign, help wanted, tractor driver. So he goes to the farmer, he's interviewing, and the farmer basically says, so do you know how to drive a tractor? And the guy that I met says, yep, of course. And the farmer goes, well, you're hired. Here are the keys. Boom, throws him the keys. And he got into the tractor. He had no idea how to start the tractor. He didn't know where the keys went. So he goes back to the farm and says, hey, at my last job, I was driving a Japanese tractor, and I can't find where's the ignition on yours? The other tractor's ignition was in a different place. And so the farmer goes, it's up by up over here. So he gets in there, shows him where the key is, and he starts it up. Okay, great, we're started. And then the guy I met says he didn't really know how to drive a tractor at all. So he then said, well, how do I put this thing in gear, and how do I get going? And at that point, the person who had just hired him says, get out of here. You don't know how to drive a tractor. You're full of it. And so my new Canadian friend says, no problem. So he goes, there's always demand for tractor drivers. So he goes to the next farm, and he sees a help wanted sign, and he goes in and says, hey, I'd love to drive tractors. I've got lots of experience. The farmer goes, all right, here you go, throws him the keys. And so he jumps up in the tractor, takes a key, puts it in the ignition, starts it right up, and goes to the next farmer and says, I've got it started, but the tractor I was driving before, these Japanese models have different gear shift. Can you show me how exactly? I don't want to, out of abundance of caution, I don't want to screw anything up. Please show me how. So the farmer jumps up and shows him how to put it in gear. And the rest is history. The guy I was talking to was an old timer, and the rest is history. He's successful, retired, whatever. I thought it was so instructive and so relatable to the work we do, us modern knowledge workers, and specifically people in enterprise IT, cloud computing, security. It's the way practitioners today. It's exactly the same. We are often faced with uncertainty, and our job. I view that my job really is bringing uncertainty and unknowns and clarifying that and documenting it so I'm moving from uncertainty to certainty, from unknown to known. Frankly, we're learning. Our jobs are to learn and teach others. But the reason this story is so interesting and so relatable for us job seekers and IT knowledge workers is that we need to have the confidence to say, yes, we've done this before, even if we not necessarily if we haven't, because so many of the things are so similar and so I don't know how to say this. As a trained professional, if you can do, and if you've been doing and working in this business for some time, and you have one set of skills, you can easily translate that to others. So if you've worked in one version of the software, it stands to reason that you can work in the other version of the software. And you need to be able to move with confidence, move forward. And especially right now when we're moving to HANA S4, all of these technologies are building on the old technology. So have you worked with the old technologies? It's taking one step further. It's building on the old stuff, and you can work on the new stuff. And it ought to be you that works on the new stuff. It's just that so many of the people I talk to are like, oh no. Well, I've only worked on version 6.17 and not 6.19. I don't know if I'm. Listen. You're qualified. Apply for the job. And if asked, remember the story about the farmer and how he got his job. And I think it's very much the way of the world. It's most particularly the way of our world. So happy farming and good luck in 2019. I hope to talk to you a little more this year. And thanks again for watching. And please, if you like this video, give me a comment below. If you're interested in learning about any skill areas in particular, let me know. I've been doing this for 20 years and have many books and classes on this topic exactly, and have helped many hundreds of people break into the world of SAP and maximize their per hour earnings, and to enjoy a more secure and happy, confident working career. So thanks again for listening. Jim Stewart, SAP Cookbook. Bye.